Welcome back to CBS Saturday Morning. We begin this half hour with anxiety over the coming presidential election 101 days from now. Politics can make people feel uneasy. Listening to those dinner table conversations where people just can't help sharing, even if they don't generally suffer from anxiety. Tom Hansen shows us one group that encourages finding common ground by talking it out.
You can believe that somebody is ignorant without disdaining them.
It's not very often that libraries encourage talking.
I'm a leftist, and I'm deeply frustrated, by sort of like the direction my camp has taken.
But here in Rockland County, New York,
things that are untenable are happening.
This one is full of chatter. The people here at this Braver Angels workshop are learning to cope with their political anxiety with open minds and ears.
Each time something happens, I find my anxiety going up.
Moderator Robert Weintraub joined the organization when his anxiety over politics was at an all-time high.
I can understand why the American people are frustrated.
Economically and the cultural wars, and that fear turns into a kind of depression.
Now he's helping a growing number of people who feel the same. According to new research, 1 in 3 Americans admit to losing sleep over politics. 40% of Americans say politics are a significant source of stress. And after recent elections, more than 10% of Americans even show signs of PTSD.
This seems to be an acute enough stressor that some people are really struggling.
Political professor Kevin Smith co-authored the study.
One of the things that we've pretty consistently found is that 1 in 20 American adults say that they've had suicidal thoughts because of politics. Communicating with people face to face as opposed to trying to shut yourself off in an information bubble, I think that would be a good and healthy thing to do.
I am Palestinian, so I've been living like 9 months of really hell. Almost nothing is keeping this anxiety from being front and center.
Do you think you could reach some common ground with a strong supporter of Israel?
Oh, I have conversations with my Zionist friends all the time. And it's like every time I have it, I take like a beating. But I keep reaching out because I feel like we have to continue talking.
We're not going to be able to necessarily avoid the anxiety that conflict brings for each of us on different sides. But we can reduce the anxiety that is brought about by this stereotyping and contempt and disdain that we seem to have for each other.
Easing anxiety through the art of conversation. For CBS Saturday Morning, Tom Hansen, New York.
Well, for now, we can talk about the Olympics, right?
It's a really good
Which it's hard to disagree about, I think,
This
right?
is true, unless, you get into a rooted discussion over who's the best in the world. And then I'm sure some folks outside of
Team USA, baby.
Team USA, right?